You do you, boo. I was gonna say avocado scent, but what does avocado even smell like? There's no name on this, and that's pissing me off. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be ranking all the products I tried in April. This is my monthly series. I just kind of rank all the products that I tried in April. I'm ranking them from worst to first. Do you hear that bird? But if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do a ton of product reviews and colorful makeup looks, and let's get into this video. Okay, so I know you can tell that something's different. Well, two things are different today. Two things. The first, yes, I got Invisalign, and they're not actually invisible. I had a whole rant on my Instagram stories if you saw that. I don't understand why they're not invisible. I was gonna take them off to film, but I'm actually getting more used to them, like talking wise. I don't think anyone can notice like me talking. Shut up, bird. Jeez. But you can totally see them. Like when I smile, you could see it looks like I'm wearing braces. It's actually ridiculous, but I'm just gonna deal with it. I have to do 17 trays. They're fixing my bite. I have TMJ and I'm trying to get rid of my jaw pain because it's severe. I'm wearing extensions today. I decided that I want to just wear extensions pretty much all the time. I just love the way this looks. I have 32 products to talk about. There were a couple of products that I didn't like at all, a couple of iffy products, and then the rest are like actual favorites, and I'm just ranking them. In last place, we have these AIA Pro Magnetic Magnet Eyeliner and Lash System. I got these from Octaleave. They sent these over to me. These did not work, and yes, I've used magnetic lashes before. I'm a huge fan of Moxie Lash. I think they're great. I think they work really well, surprisingly. This, you're supposed to do like 3 layers of the liner, and then you can put on the lashes, and it just does not work. The lashes don't stay, and it pisses me off. I love the style of these. I can't get them to work. I was gonna try to do them today, but honestly, I'm running up very late already as it is, and I wasn't gonna waste my time trying to get this to work, so I decided to go lashless today. My mascara was looking pretty well. I don't recommend them. That was the first fail. The second fail are these liners. This came in the Retro Paradise kit. First of all, why don't they have names on the liner? These are all really warm tone. I used them today and I really kind of regret it. I forgot to mention that I did this whole makeup look for Instagram. The whole thing will be up on Instagram, but as I go along, I'm going to show you each product that I did use on my face. By the way, that idea is from Morgan Turner. If you haven't watched her videos, definitely check her out. Her videos are so informative and helpful. The reason I don't like these lip liners is because first of all, they're wood. I'm not a huge fan of wooden lip liners. The exception is the NYX lip liners. They're so good. The formula of this one's weird. They don't dry matte. It's a very strange formula and I don't enjoy it. I enjoy a lip liner to actually like carve out where I want my lips to be, and it's very hard to do that when this doesn't dry matte. I'm gonna use these because I have them. I just don't like to waste product like that. They're not my favorite formula, that's for sure. Up next, we have this. I was gonna classify this as an okay product, so I did a whole review. I did a 3-day wear test comparing it to the dupe, which is the Milani, which is next in line. I like this one a little bit more. For some reason, it works a little bit better, looks a little bit more flawless, less cakey on the skin. I was like, let me give this one a chance because I read somewhere that you should set this with the powder, and I didn't do that any single time that I used it because I thought it would look worse. Honestly, I did that today and it looks the same. It doesn't look any better. It doesn't look any worse, but it's not helping. I don't love the way this looks on my skin. Oh, by the way, this is the KVD Good Apple Foundation Balm. Forgot to mention that. I have the shade Light 12. Go check out my last video where I compare it to the Milani. The Milani one wore a little bit better, but even still, it wasn't that great either. I'm just very disappointed in both of them, and I just really don't recommend them. Okay, so now we're at the okay products. Next, we have the Milani Avocado Hydrating Eye Cream. This is just okay. I've only used it a few times, so I can't really even give a better review. It smells really nice. It's not too overpowering or anything, but it's very thick and creamy, and I like that for my under eyes. It makes them feel pretty hydrated, but I have other eye creams that I just enjoy more. I did use it under my eyes today, and I really do enjoy, like, I don't know, it helps hydrate. I like anything hydrated. Up next, we have some Morphe glosses here. I used these in my Sweet Oasis review because they came in that same collection, and they were sent to me in PR. I don't really like the gloss formula. I also don't really enjoy the colors. This one's like very metallic. It has like a little bit of a dual chrome. It's pretty and I would use them, but they're not my absolute favorite formula. They remind me a lot of the Ofra lip gloss formula, which I'm not a huge fan of because it's a lot more drying than I would like. I like a juicy, like really wet and sticky lip gloss. That's just my personal preference. You do you, boo. They're like okay, I'm gonna use them, but they're not like up there on my list for sure. Next, we have this Milani Avocado Sleeping Mask. So I really enjoyed this. It was nice. It was an okay product. The thing is, I don't really like sleeping masks. It is a very interesting. It's like gel-like, but also creamy, if that makes any sense. And it feels really nice and hydrating on the skin. My face felt really soft when I woke up in the morning, which I really did enjoy. I was torn between like where this one should be ranked, if it should be ranked before or after the next thing I want to talk about, because it's also from the same line. This is nice. So this is the Avocado Makeup Melter. The only reason it's not ranked higher, I would have ranked this like at the top, is because it has polyethylene. Polyethylene is plastic. If you wash your face and this goes down the drain, it could like hurt the fishies in the sea, you know? So you don't want to do that. I try not to use products with polyethylene. I'm running out of my other one anyway, and I really just needed another. I like to use a makeup removing cleansing balm, so I am gonna use this up, but this is not something I would go out and purchase. And I don't really know the reasoning why a lot of brands don't formulate without polyethylene, but it feels so nice on the skin. It feels super hydrated, and it takes all your makeup off really, really nicely. I love this. I just wish it didn't have polyethylene. I wish I could rank it higher, but I can't. This next product actually should be ranked lower than the overnight mask. This is from the same line from Milani. This is the Milani Avocado Nourishing Facial Mask with avocado oil. It is a sheet mask. I just don't like sheet masks. I don't really see the benefits in them. This made my skin feel really nice, but then like I feel like the product residue left over, even though you're not supposed to wash your face after sheet masks. I don't enjoy them. I don't know what it is about it. It's an okay product. Next, we have this blush palette from Pop Beauty. Prismatic Pop Palette. It has some highlighters and it has a blush, and you can use them as blush toppers. So Pop Beauty is a brand, a drugstore brand. It's only sold at CVS or on their website, I'm pretty sure. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them, but they were kind enough to send this over to me. I did also join them for a little masterclass that they had a couple of weeks ago, and it reminded me to pull out more of their stuff because I just really hadn't used a lot from their line for some reason. But these are gorgeous shades. I'm wearing this blush right here today, and I'm wearing a mix of these two highlighters as well. I think it's a really nice palette for the price. I think it's great for beginners starting out. It's just a really nice quality product. Up next, we have a couple of skincare products from Makeup Revolution. The one that's ranked lower is this one. It is their Pink Clay Detoxifying Mask. I'm new to Makeup Revolution's skincare line. I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm trying it out because they were kind enough to send over like a whole package full of things like a couple months ago, and I finally like sat down and said I'm gonna try this stuff because I was actually running out of some other things. Just wanted something that will like, you know, get rid of like the impurities and all that. It's a detoxifying mask. Made my face feel nice and soft. I've tried better. I'm gonna use it up because I have it, but it's not one that I would purchase myself. I did enjoy this one. This is from Revolution X Jamie. Sure who that is. That's horrible. But this is a watermelon face mask, and it actually made my face feel really, really hydrated, really soft, really clear. Like, I don't know, I really did enjoy this one. Next, we have the Morphe Sweet Oasis palette. I did do a dedicated video for this. They did send this over to me. I'm so thankful because I love it. I think it's so, so pretty. I think it's gonna be a really nice, beautiful palette for summer. What I love about this palette is that it's very versatile. A lot of people can use this. You can create an everyday look, which I did in that 2 looks 1 palette. I created like a silver smoky eye, like cool tone look, and then I created a more colorful look. I really love all the things you can create with this palette. You can do just pink, just blue, just silver grayish, or just even this like these browns here. You can create so many looks. The Morphe formula to me is not my favorite, but it's not horrible either. I enjoyed the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette a lot more. I think that palette has a bit of a different formula than this, but this is nice nonetheless. And I think for the price, you get a lot of shadows. You can get a lot of use out of it. If these colors are up your alley, I definitely recommend this palette. Okay, next we have a bunch of products from e.l.f. and I did do a dedicated video on e.l.f. and somehow most of them landed like right next to each other. I don't know why. So first, or last I guess, we have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. So I do like this primer a lot. I think it is a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. I do see that it does smooth a little bit, and it really is like a gripping primer, and it feels really nice on the skin. I do enjoy it. It has a bit of a watermelon scent, but I like it a lot. And then we have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. I love this so much at first, and I realized it's because it had, I took off the wrong end. It had a bit more of a point. I think that this is just way too fat to be able to be precise doing your brows. So I think when I first got it, it had a bit more of a point, and that's why I really liked it. When I tried it out in that video, I loved it. I was like so impressed with it. But as I kept using it, it just isn't my favorite type of brow pencil because the point is not thin enough, I guess. It is more of a waxy pencil, but it glides on really smoothly. It looks really nice. I use it basically just to darken up my brows because the other product that I have from e.l.f. that I used in that video for my brows is just a little too light for what I'm going for now. This is in black. Also, you can't beat this for the price. I think it's like $3 or something. Next, we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is a loose setting powder. I did like this. It gives a nice luminous glow. I baked with this today, and I was a little worried about doing that, especially using a concealer that I don't normally really enjoy, which is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's not my favorite formula. I do like this. It does give a little bit of a glow, but it's not like a highlightery glow. It's very finely milled. It's very thin. It sets everything really nice. I think I would use this all over the face to give my face an overall glow. Lastly, for a while for e.l.f., because I have some stuff at the top of my list, is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I think this was okay. What I need to do with this is try it with my Tatcha the Silk Canvas, because I think I need like something more smoothing than just the jelly pop. I've used this a few times, just not with that primer for some reason. I enjoy it. It's not very heavy on the skin. It's heavier than I thought it would be. It's very thick. I don't really understand what a CC cream is, but I thought it would be a little bit more lightweight, something you would want for summer. Also, the color is just really dark on me, by the way. I need to use this only when I have a self tan, because otherwise I look crazy and I'll have to blend it down my neck. For the price though, I don't think you can beat it. It is very full coverage. It does give a natural finish. I would say it's not very cakey, and it's not super matte, and it's also not dewy. It is a natural finish, and I do enjoy that. Next, we have the Makeup Revolution 15% Niacinamide Serum. So this is a super strength formula niacinamide. Hey Siri, stop. Sorry about that. I actually ran out of my The Ordinary Niacinamide Zinc serum. I got this in PR, so I was like, I need to try this. Niacinamide is amazing. I don't really see a difference from this one and the Ordinary one. I'm not even sure the price difference. I'll have it up on the screen. Niacinamide is very, very good for your skin. If you have textured skin, if you have large pores, if you have redness, this has helped my skin so much. Not this one in particular, but niacinamide in general. I really don't see a difference between this one and the Ordinary one. Either way, this works really well, and I do like it, and that's why it's ranked pretty high on my list. Up next, we have some brushes. These are from BK Beauty. They were kind enough to send over their entire brush line, and they're a newer brand to me, so I'm not really too familiar with them, but they have the nicest quality brushes I've ever seen. I have two here that I'm going to talk about. This one is the 101 brush. It is an angled foundation brush. I have been using this for powder foundation actually, and it looks really, really nice. It gets that full coverage. It's very, very dense. It's perfect for that. I also really like this 108 brush. It's perfect for setting the under eyes. I love it. They're very good quality. The handles are very sturdy, and the quality in the hair, they're really luxury at a really decent price point, I think. Next, we have the e.l.f. Coconut Mist. I love this stuff. This is the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I really like this because it makes your face look a little bit more dewy. I like the sprayer on this. It's not too fine, but it's fine. I don't know if you guys can see that. I did use this earlier, but you know what? I want to refresh because I've been sitting here for like an hour. I think it helps melt everything together really nicely. If you don't like coconut scents, I would definitely stay away from this one because it is super heavy. I don't mind the coconut scent, so I really actually enjoy it, but I swear to you, I could almost use this as a perfume. That's how strong it is. Next, we have the e.l.f. Brow Pomade. It's called the e.l.f. Locket Brow and Liner Pomade, something like that. There's no name on this, and that's pissing me off, but this is in the shade Espresso. So this is a little too light for my brows. It's almost like a brown in comparison to the pencil, so that's why I use the pencil to darken up my brows. I really like how creamy this is. This is the creamiest pomade. If you don't like creamy pomades, you won't like this. This is way creamier than the ABH one. I like it a lot more. It's also a fraction of the price. I've used it a ton. This is what I've been using pretty much every single day that I do my brows in April. It's not creamy so that it like moves everywhere, it slips and slides or anything like that, but it's creamy enough that like you can do your brows with ease, if that makes any sense. So at number 10, I think, we have the e.l.f. Mint Bite Size Palettes. I really enjoyed these a lot when I did my full face of e.l.f. Today was the first day I actually tried this one. This is the Chocolate Mint. I love this combo. At first I was a little unsure. I think that the mint shade in this palette is a little bit more pigmented than the mint in this palette, but I like the shade of this one a little bit better. This one's a lot more crumbly. These palettes are perfect for spring and summer. I just love a good mint palette, and you cannot beat the price of $4. You pay $8 and you have 8 eyeshadows that will last you forever. Like, and you can create a completely neutral look with this palette because you have the neutrals, and you could do a pop of color if you want, or you could just create an all mint look. I just love these. I think that they're great quality for the price. High-end quality for a very, very affordable price. At number 9, we have this e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. So I'm not a huge fan of lip plumping glosses, but I have this on my lips today and it actually doesn't feel plumpy by now. And I did my makeup like an hour ago or so. It does at first and it makes them look a little bit bigger. I really like the formula of this. It is very juicy and glossy and goopy, which I enjoy, rather than, this is still the Morphe swatch, by the way. It doesn't hurt. Like some people, like they can't stand the Too Faced lip injections because it actually hurts their lips. It feels like little needles are stabbing them, and I can relate to that so hard because I just really don't like that feeling. It's not a nice feeling. This isn't like that. It's a lot less, but it still does some plumping, I feel like. e.l.f. is killing the drugstore game. You cannot beat their prices and their quality is up there. It's amazing. Next we have a lip liner. This is from LAMAR Cosmetics. This is the shade Dulce. I forgot that I had this. I ordered this when I ordered the entire vault of their lip glosses, which are my favorite formula of lip gloss, by the way. This is a really, really beautiful shade, beautiful formula, very, very comparable to Pat McGrath lip liners at a fraction of the cost. I just love this as an everyday nude. It is gorgeous. These are very, very creamy. It's super creamy, but once they're on forever. I really like LAMAR Cosmetics. I want to try more from the brand, but this is such a great lip liner and I highly recommend it. Pretty much the rest of what's left is skincare slash some other random stuff. This is the Rituals of Sakura body scrub. So this is a very interesting body scrub and I'm gonna explain why. First of all, the scent is rice milk and cherry blossom. It has a bit of a florally scent, but it's not bad. It's like very mild and I don't like floral scents at all. So if you don't like floral scents, don't be afraid. What makes this different from any other scrub I've ever tried is that it's way more oily. It has like literal oil. You have to like kind of mix it around and it's very loose particles of scrub. I do it on my entire body pretty much twice a week. Also, because it's so oily, I don't recommend leaving it on its side because I did that and it spilled everywhere. The oil was everywhere. It was not a very fun time, but it is really nice. It leaves my body feeling nice and soft. It takes away all the dead skin. I do this before tanning. Oh, I love this. I actually got another one sent to me from Octoly, so I'm set with this. Like, I love this. Such a great scrub. I highly recommend it. Up next, we have this Bioscience Squalene and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. I have a little sample size. I did get the sun safety kit from Sephora during the sale and this was in it, and I wanted to try this one first because I've heard a lot of people recommend it. I really like this stuff. It is white, so it doesn't have a tint. That's the only thing, but it doesn't leave a white cast on your face. There's no flashback in photography, things like that. It actually looks good under makeup. So what I like about this is the squalene is very hydrating, obviously, and so is zinc. I do use this after moisturizer, obviously, so it just like locks everything in. It makes my face look super hydrated. What I did notice about this though is if you use too little, like I used to use like a tiny thing because I didn't want this to run out. Stupid, I know. It does pill up under makeup. Use it like a moisturizer, so use a significant amount and that won't happen, and it looks really, really nice under foundations. I use this every single day. I wear sunscreen every day even if I don't go outside. It's very important. It's the #1 anti-aging tip anyone can give you is wear sunscreen. And that Sephora Sun Safety Kit, I highly recommend it. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested. You get to try a bunch of different sunscreens at a very decent cost, and then from there, like, I will buy the full size of this. So I really like this one. Okay, so next we have the Pharmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. So I got this through Octoly so thankfully because this is amazing. It actually does plump. It really hydrates my skin, and once I put on that moisturizer, I could feel my skin super hydrated. It looks really, really nice too. Like, it looks healthy and glowy. So it says this is a skin plumping microfilling serum that hydrates and smooths the look of fine lines. I could totally see that 100%. This powerful formula features advanced multi-molecular hyaluronic acid designed to penetrate the skin more effectively, along with amino acid and vegan collagen peptides to deliver a visibly plump, healthy looking skin. I use this in the morning. I use the niacinamide at night. I like using this under makeup because I think it makes my makeup look super plump and hydrated and better. It's very, very thin. The only thing I don't like about it is the scent. I just hate honey. I hate the scent of honey. I'm like one of those weird ones. It is very thin though. It is very serum-like. I know that honey is essential to hydration. I'm just gonna deal with it. And honestly, I've been pairing it with the Pharmacy Honey Moisturizer, which I also am not a huge fan of the scent of that. Those two together are like, they're meant to be. They're like goals in life, right? Next we have the Milani Avocado Butter Lip Mask. I really like this. I've heard that people say that this is a dupe for the Laneige lip mask. I've never tried the Laneige lip mask. I really like this. It's very creamy. It soothes my lips so much. It makes my lips look super hydrated, obviously. This makes my lips super soft, and I've been using it every single morning while I'm doing the rest of my makeup until I get to my lips. My lips have not been dry using this, so I really, really love this. At number 3, we have the Milani. This is the Peach Dewy Hand hand cream. I used to be of the belief that you don't need a hand cream. This has changed my mind so much. The smell of this is so nice, by the way. It's a hint of peach, but it's not strong at all. So what is amazing about this is that it's super thick and it really gets in there and hydrates your hands. Honestly, sometimes I look at my hands and I'm like, man, these are not a 30-year-old's hands. These are like a 60-year-old's hands. Like, you need to take care of your hands more. This has helped my hands look so much better. I just love the scent. I wish you could reach through the screen and smell it. This definitely improves the way my hands have been looking. They need to come out with the whole lotion in this scent because I would totally buy it. At number 2, we have some more brushes. These are from Refer. So I've been really into Refer lately after watching these luxury channels like Morgan Turner. I bought a bunch of their brushes because they had a concept store. When things are in their concept store, it's discounted in exchange for an honest review. These are natural hair brushes. I have 4 brushes here that I really love. I actually bought a lot more than just 4. The eye brushes I like are number 13. This is a very like precise blender brush. I use this today for the darker shade of the brown in my crease. I also really love the number 28 brush. It's a flat brush and I use it for the mint on my lid today. It packs on color really nicely because of the density. And then I love the number 4 and number 5. Originally, I was using the number 5 as bronzer contour and the number 4 as blush, but I switched them after attending Patrick Ta's masterclass because he uses an angled brush for contour, and I have to agree with him that that is a much better application. I just wish that I had another one of these to do blush because I kind of like an angled brush for blush. Whew, that's a tongue twister. I think that they are worth the money. They're a little pricier than like obviously Morphe or Sigma even. You can't beat the quality. These are brushes that I know are gonna last me forever. Okay, and the products ranked number 1, yes, I said products because it's a whole line of products, is from Olaplex. I bought a bunch of Olaplex products during the Sephora VIB sale. At first I was like, is it worth the money? It's not a lot of product for the price. This is actually worth the price in my opinion. I've used this about 4 times now. I know I'm wearing extensions today so you can't even see. I have a number 0, which if I could choose one product to like not use, it would be this one. I don't really understand it. It's very watery, it's very liquidy. You have to shake it, you have to put it root to tip and drench your hair with it. I don't think I'm using it right, to be honest, because you're supposed to drench your hair and I've never drenched my hair. It like absorbs into my hair in like a second, and then you're supposed to go in with the number 3 right after and leave it on for 10 minutes. Honestly, I love the number 3, but I also really like the shampoo and conditioner. Also the bonding oil, I love it. And this is the newer product. This is the number 8. My hair feels so good after using this. My hair has never looked better naturally without me styling it. I highly recommend it. If you have damaged hair, check it out. And yeah, that completes this video. What have you been loving throughout April? Let me know. I would love to know. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing my bruh, I don't have time for you. What? Oh my gosh, why is there so much hair on here? I swear I'm shedding so much.